Hey guys, this is Carter, back again for another part of Bioshock. This is part 13. We're hitting a pivotal moment here in the story. One that I'm probably going to have to play some more of this, like, by myself. Because I've hit a point where I need to do some grinding. So I think I have to go back and check, but yeah, at this point we're still doing Sander Cohen's mission, where we have to find the 3 people that he wants us to take pictures of. We have to kill them and then take pictures of them for his piece. And well, here's the first one. This is Martin Finnegan. I kind of run into all 3 of these by accident. You'll see what I mean when it happens. I'm very much all over the place for this part.
You think you're gonna finish me in here, you old fruit? You're the saps you tossed in this meat locker. I'll panic like a rabbit. I just watched and waited. He started to kick. I started to scavenge. Made myself a little splicer cocktail I did. You can't come in from the cold. And you gotta grow ice over your heart. And the Iceman cometh, Sander, baby. The Iceman fucking cometh.
Yeah, so it's implied that Sander Cohen tried to kill all these people by locking them in this giant what would you call it, like an ice locker? It's really fucked up, and then Sander's like, hey, I want you to go and kill these people. So before even going that way, I kind of went the other way by mistake. So I was supposed to go that way to get Martin Finnegan's picture, but I went this way and just kept going. So that spotlight kind of follows any moving targets. So if there's spider splicers, it will start following them. So I kind of realized that, hey, there's some spider splicers there, because that light is essentially following them. And then there's also a Big Daddy, which I was like, you know what, maybe I can use that Big Daddy for a bit of help. So I just took him with me. These people just kind of forget that the Big Daddy's even there. Which is kind of weird, but I think the Big Daddy in this level has a slightly different design than in the first level. Because one, because he's a bouncer one, and you can see that he's got a different blade, like a different spinner on his left hand than in the first level, because the first level has like a drill. This one has like a harpoon style spike. So that's interesting. So I didn't realize that this area was swarming with Big Daddies. There's multiple ones in this area alone. This is one that's just by itself. Doesn't really have any little sisters with him, but there's another one in this area that did have a little sister. So again, me being paranoid, I'm like, okay, I need to, like, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to hold on to this guy for. So, I always do that whenever I hypnotize Big Daddy. I get kind of paranoid because of this. And I'm like, is he going to keep following me? Is he going to... What's he going to do once this ends? So in this case, I kind of just waited for him because I wasn't sure what he was going to do next. See, the thing is, when there's no little sister in the area, the Big Daddies are kind of just walk around doing nothing. It's when there's a little sister leading them, that's when they become really dangerous. So that's when I started to realize this. So I decided to come back here and actually do something about these guys. So when you start getting closer into this area, which you'll see right about, yeah, here. This happens. This is when you get Martin Finnegan's introduction.
Guess the old grape finally sent someone. Son of a bitch. Left me to freeze. Oh, I've got a pose all picked out for you.
Yeah, so this guy's kind of creepy. But then, if you hit him with Incinerate... If you hit him with Incinerate, Carter, there we go. They kind of, well, they definitely start flailing around. And you would have seen it there a second ago, but Martin Finnegan does show up. He just disappeared and I just didn't know where he went. So I was very cautious about where I was going in this area. Surprisingly, had a lot of shotgun shells for this moment, so. And I've kind of given up on hacking things unless I have an auto hack tool, because pretty much all the stuff now in this area has over half of the difficulty. And even if I was to try, if I thought my skills were good enough to hack something, a lot of the plates are blocked off with either the exploding tiles or the ones that set off the alarms. So it's not even worth it unless you have your skills allocated to it's not worth it unless you use the skills that allocate your stuff to that of being good at hacking. So here there's another Big Daddy, not the same one from last time, because this one has a little sister, so I thought I need to take out this guy. And I got used to the other Big Daddies from the other two areas that had a lot of, they're called the Rosies, the ones that have guns instead of, yeah, the spikes. That this guy hits really fucking hard. And I forgot about that. And there's no Vita Chamber until all the way back at the beginning of the Poseidon Plaza, so I had to run all the way back just to just to get another chance. But it seems like they just spawn in the same area, so ooh. I definitely was not ready for this fight. I'm never ready for these fights with the Big Daddies because they're really fucking hard. This is where having the insect swarm to do little bits of damage over and over again. This is where that works. That guy's an elite bouncer, so hence why he's a lot harder. So this is when I realized that there was more than one bouncer in the area.
Thank you for helping me.
Because again, I'm always so paranoid healing, rescuing those little sisters, because I feel as though that they can still get hurt while they're running around. So as you can see, I kind of follow her to make sure she gets where she's going. And me being stupid, well, I see her running past a Big Daddy, and I'm like, okay, well, can't approach that. I looked at the trophies for this game, and there's a trophy where you can apparently get a trophy for winning big on the lottery machines in this area, which I haven't even tried yet, so I may try that towards the end of the game, but for now, I kind of just leave all the machines be because I need all the money I can get, and it's too much of a gamble to just waste all my money. This one I was like, yeah, maybe I can jump over so I don't have to fucking so I don't have to cross these wires, because I didn't want to use up any of my like ammunition to just kind of make sure that the stuff wasn't there. So even like the simple security bots, they're like almost impossible to hack. I wanted to hold off that auto hack for something that I absolutely needed. So I would have taken that security bot, but I decided not to. So that walking is from that lone Big Daddy that keeps walking around. So I think I use the auto hack on this safe. Yes, I do. Because there's another option there which I've stopped really using, which is you can buy out a safe, or you can buy out a machine if you have enough money. So instead of hacking it, you can just use your money to take over the whatever it is you're trying to hack. And again, that's a real waste of money for me. So I'm very much trying to keep an eye on like what I'm spending, and I'm trying to keep an eye on my resources a lot more now than I did before.
You'll find Finnegan at cold storage. I discovered him in Marseille in 1937. He admired my painting. I admired him. He was the first of my disciples to fight the hand. Kill him any way you fancy.
So I don't believe if you were to kill him, Martin Finnegan, by like any other means other than fire, I don't think you would be punished for that. But it's kind of just like, hey, you might want to just kill him with fire because that's what I want you to do. I think that's what that's what Sander Cohen's getting. This game actually does a first, or actually this part of the story does a first. First that I'm seeing. You'll see it by the end, but this part does a first for me. Because this game is like a it is the spiritual successor to System Shock. And with System Shock, there's like no NPCs, it's all enemies. But there's always someone talking to you on like the radio set or whatever you call it. Someone is like communicating with you the whole time. That's what this game is kind of doing as well. the whole time you have people communicating with you, but you never really meet anyone. Even if you do get to meet them, they kind of die at the end. So that kind of changes towards the end of this part. You'll see it when it happens. Oh, there's also a part of this that really creeps me the fuck out. Which again, you'll see when it happens. I don't like spoiling that kind of stuff for you, so... I think I bought out that camera because I really wanted to have something... something going here, keeping watch of the room. This might get me copyright claimed, this song in the background. Oh, I think they stop it. They don't record the song. Oh, never mind, they do. Yeah, so this might get me copyright claimed, so I'm gonna talk over it. Doop, doop, doop. Copyright claim. Don't want to get copyright claimed. So there's a switch on the back room there, and it opens up that door, which what looks like a mannequin is kind of standing in front of and looking into. I hated this part so much. This part can go fuck itself. So there's this fucking chair in the corner, and at the other end of the room there's there's an invention machine, like an upgrade machine. So the whole time I knew that something wasn't right with that chair. And as soon as you upgrade your weapon, yep. Oh my god. Just fuck. Fuck that shit. Oh, fuck mannequins. Man, there's something really, really creepy about mannequins in a horror game. Maybe it's the fact that, like, you know they're not supposed to move, and the fact that they can move is like... Ugh. It's so fucking creepy. So again, as soon as I knew that happened, and then you look at the door, and then... Oh, where'd the other one go? That one's gone. It's like, oh, cool, thanks for, like, heightening my anxiety to no fucking end. So now I'm watching the room to see where this fucking mannequin is gonna pop out from. God damn, this game does not help my anxiety. Ooh. So I was like, is this thing gonna fucking pop up? So I'm just gonna fucking... You can hear the blood, and you can see the blood pop up when you hit those things. But this thing didn't pop up on me. Thank God. Oh my god, I hate those mannequins. So, yeah, that part really, really upped my dander. Do people still use that word, dander? It made me real uncomfortable. I don't know what else to say about that. I'm always concerned whenever I see a Big Daddy because I don't know if I'm, like, right in its line of sight, if it's going to attack me or not. So for these ones that are kind of like, they don't have the little sister with them, I just, like, would watch them and make sure, like, oh, they're not going to attack me if I... Oh, that's when it starts turning around. And another thing is that you have that light fixed on you wherever you're going. So you can't really hide. No matter where you're going. Oh, this was another really interesting part. I have to come back here because this is going to be something that I want to get into. So behind this door, I believe there's a stash of weapons. So I have to get the key code to get in there. That'll be a little tough. This area, there's some interesting stuff that happens here.
If it is the long-lost Andrew Ryan. Come here, Tiger.
So there's nobody in here at the beginning of this scene. So I decided, yeah, I'm gonna start looking around, checking the room. But the little cutscene there is like drawing you to that back room behind the stage. So I knew like that's gonna be the last place I check before I do anything else. So checking pretty much every other area here is my priority first, but just something about the Art Deco design that they have here. It's very much like Fallout before Fallout was a thing, but it's something that I really love. I just really love this design aesthetic. Jasmine Jolene. She mentioned Andrew Ryan, and it seems that a lot of the flashbacks, the weird visions that you have so far, have to do with Andrew Ryan. So there's something going on here with this story. So you're like somehow intrinsically connected to Andrew Ryan. The reason, I'm not sure, but hopefully it'll explain this stuff to me, to us, much later into this game. So I decided to check this area first. Checking the rooms, trying to make sure that there's nothing that's gonna kill me. This is the point where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna actually start like trying to like prep. So I figured if anyone was gonna come through these doors to try and attack me while I'm moving up, because it happened in the fucking it happened in the, what's it called? It happened in the frozen locker when I was trying to look for Martin Finnegan. Like there was someone that came through the entrance after I came in and started attacking me. So if someone tried to do that again, they would get shocked on the way up. So at this point I was kind of confused of like where I was supposed to be going, so I decided to check back in on my actual mission. This next decision was probably not the smartest idea that I've had, but I realized there was this. Oh god. Oh my gosh, those turrets. Of course, me being stupid and being like, maybe I can electrocute these things. And I'm just like, you know what, I'll just wait for the door to close. That's probably a better idea. And I was like, I can't go back downstairs because I just blocked myself off with all those tripwires, so just drop down from the floor and then finally come through this area.
I thought you had forgotten about poor Jasmine, and I am so glad you didn't. I'm sorry, Mr. Ryan. I didn't know. I didn't know Fontaine had something to do with it. What are you doing? No, don't, please. I loved you, don't.
So it doesn't matter how fast you approach that door, it doesn't open until the audio goes through.
That creepy Dr. Tannenbaum promised me it wasn't going to be a real pregnancy. They just take the egg out once Mr. Ryan and I had... Oh, I needed the money so bad. But I know Mr. Ryan's going to suss it out. Gonna know I wasn't being careful. Gonna know I sold the... Mr. Ryan's going to be so mad at me.
I feel like there's some sort of bigger story going on at play here. So this is where I try hacking another safe, and I'm just realizing that I don't have the skills to make this work. Oh boy. This one I could have actually finished, but I'm not good under pressure with these things. So, yeah. So that guy there is another one that we have to kill. Which he kind of does a job for me where he kind of... You have to chase him throughout the... Oh, well there's a... Big Daddy coming down the stairs. So it's supposed... This guy's supposed to be the last one you go after. But he turned out to be the first one I went after. So this makes... It makes a lot more sense that he's running all the way through different areas. He starts running through Andrew Ryan's theater. But my god, this guy sent me on a fucking wild goose chase. And he would not stand still. This is when I realized, I was like, where the fuck did he go? I don't think I checked this room the first time I came in through here, so... Then I realized, yeah, he triggered the alarms, so... It's a good thing I had those cameras set up. So I didn't realize where he was going. So I was basically just running back and forth trying to figure out where he went.
Get the photo before it completely dries out.
Yeah, so there is Hector Rodriguez. He was supposed to be the last one. But, yeah. He ended up being the first one that I got. So I think I put the picture in first. Yeah, I put the picture in first.
Coming together. But there will always be doubters. You don't doubt.
Oh, that comes back to bite. That comes back to bite me, I'm afraid. The doubter's line. So I was trying to remember what the other... So there was Hector... No, Finnegan. There was a guy I was supposed to get first, which I haven't gotten yet. So I believe that's where I decided I'm going to go back to get him. Oh, I had Adam, so I was like, yeah, I should probably use this. I realize I don't grab a lot of the new stuff. Instead, I kind of try and get myself some things that could give me new oh, what's the word I'm looking for? New little add-ons that could help me instead of new like slots, which I believe if I keep going further into this game, I need to actually get more slots to strengthen myself. So this one I decided to go back and actually figured I need to go and get Finnegan first. Well, next, before I do anything else. At this point, I think he was somewhere in this room. I couldn't remember. Oh, he triggered an alarm. This was him. I forget where he was, but he triggered an alarm when I came through here. Oh, there he was. No, that wasn't him. Fuck, where was he? now I legitimately can't remember. Oh, this was a glitch. If you kill the spider splicers on the ceiling, there's a chance that they'll get stuck to the ceiling. There's another Big Daddy, another bouncer. God, where the hell was Finnegan? I can't remember where he was. Oh. I feel like he was close. Like he should have been around the corner. I think he might have been the last one I got, now I think about it. Every time I saw those plaster things... Oh. Oh, this is the other guy. Oh yeah, this was the second guy that I was supposed to get.
Cohen's not a musician. He's Ryan's stable boy. Ryan's corrupt policies crap all over the place, and Cohen flutters around clearing it up. But instead of using a shovel like you would with a problem mule, Cohen tidies with a catchy melody and a clever turn of phrase. But no matter how nicely it sounds, he can't really do anything about the smell.
Ooh, so that audio log talks about how Andrew Ryan and Sander Cohen are kind of connected to each other. This one I knew something was up, so I was like, I'm not getting any closer to that. Because I knew that thing was going to explode. Oh. my god, there's so many of these where it's like a whole bunch of spider splicers just come out the woodwork. And you gotta kill them all. So many of these things. Ugh. At this point I was like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? And then I well, I had to take a good look around first. And I was like, oh wait, okay, I'm supposed to go down here. Got a lot of first aid kits though, so thankfully wasn't gonna run out of those. Alright, so let's go after Cobb, Carter. Let's go after Cobb. Oh yeah, this is where. There we go. I was trying to remember how I killed him in this one, but yeah. So this is a part where so many weird plaster things all over the place. So at this point I still hadn't done... Oh, there was the other... Finally, the other plaster person that was trying to hunt me. That took a while. I was still looking for Finnegan. Still had no idea where he was. Think he should have... I don't know if he was already dead. But at this point... Oh, there he was. There he was. He literally came out of nowhere. And of course, I was able to burn him. So... So this is kind of, I wouldn't say it's just like the static discharge. I actually really like the static discharge ability because it has a lot of uses and it really protects me. But the frozen field is like you take less damage from frozen attacks, from ice attacks, and you, I think if people hit you, you shoot out like an you shoot out this like frost cloud that hurts anyone, which is essentially like the static discharge, but I feel like the static discharge effect has more of a use, so a better use in my opinion. So I wasn't sure whether or not that camera was still mine or not, so I had to wait until that guy had left. So alright, so at this point we had gotten the 2 other pictures that we needed for his quad tech, and put the first one in.
What's that look? You don't like it, do you? I don't need to be judged by you, by anyone. Screw you! Screw all you fucking doubters! Here's what I say to all of you!
Yeah, at this point he gets kind of fucking nuts.
Fly away, little dog! Fly!
Oh, this is where... Oh, I did not like this. And this uses up a lot of my, This one uses up a lot of my stuff. Because this is essentially another one of those things where it's like, yeah, you should probably, I was like, can I just throw the last picture in there? Like, why do I have to fucking fight his goon squad? Ugh.
Smile! Smile!
Ooh. So many of these fucking spider splicers. Oh my gosh. And they just keep on coming, and I think it's a good, like, 2-minute wave. I didn't time it, but I'm pretty sure this goes on for a good, like, 2 minutes. So you're having to protect yourself from all these spider splices that come out of nowhere. Thank God I had a lot of shotgun bullets. Because, my God, there was a lot of these fuckers. I intentionally ran in front of the camera just in case I get something on my side, which I killed them too quick. Alright. Oh boy. And yes, I am a camper when it comes to this game. I think you have to go for through the entire song. But I can't remember. Ah, come on. Hurry it up with this. There we go.
I'm sorry for that outburst. You'll have to forgive an old fool with artistic temperament. The birth is so close now. The labor pains the judgment, drive the passions of even the finest spirits.
So sometimes there's so many like weapons and so many different kinds of ammunition that I've grabbed pretty much too much. So I always have to like, oh, where is he? So I finished Cohen's masterpiece and I was like, where the fuck is he? Like, oh, there he is, and he's coming down the place. And I had a feeling that he was gonna try and fight me. So I was prepping myself for anything, keeping my eye on him. You can't take a picture of him either, even though I tried.
You'll find your path to Orion is now clear. Sander said hello. Oh, yes, you may avail yourself on one of my lesser words as a token of our involvement together. If you had become my one and true disciple, you might have been worthy of seeing inside the box.
So this is such a weird, like, scene.
But who knows if that man is yet even born? Now, go.
What happened to you? I've been trying to raise you for a dog's age. Never mind. Would you kindly leg it over to the spear and get on down to Hephaestus? It's time to settle up with Ryan.
So yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing an NPC where I don't have to kill him and he's not killing me. So he actually just kind of walks around, and it's the first NPC you meet in the game. So I found that to be interesting. So at this point, it was like, okay, you need to go and fight Ryan now, Andrew Ryan. Now I was on my way to do that. However, the game hit me with, well, it hit me with this. You have not rescued or harvested all the little sisters on this deck. You need to add more from them to become more powerful. It will be very difficult. And I was just like, oh, cool. Well, I guess I have to go and finish getting all the little sisters. I thought I got them all in this level, but I guess I didn't. So I had one little sister remaining that I had to get. So yeah, I have to finish that before I do anything else. Oh my gosh, just seeing oh my god. So yeah, this is the part that I'm kind of at now, where I have to go and find the last little sister in this area. I don't think I'm gonna record that. I think I'm gonna try and get that little sister and then go back to the just to kind of like finish up this area. I don't know if it's gonna want me to go back and get all the little sisters from the past areas too. I don't know how stringent it is on that. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And the rest of this, I kind of just move around and kind of... I'm kind of just like desperately looking for where little sisters are. And I come across this area too, which is kind of... it's another creepy area. They call this one Cohen's Collection. So this is kind of like his art room. And you can tell this looks kind of like a studio anyway. Especially this area. So, yeah. Again, me being very, very scared of the plaster characters, I'm not sure which ones are going to start getting up out of the table and just start attacking me.
Rapture is going to hell. And why? Because of them. Always behind the scenes, at the Lyceum, at the galleries in Soho, and even down here in this so-called utopia. The doubters. But Ryan understands. Simply to go. Yes, people sometimes disappear. And those awful little girls. Well, I suppose the doubters think you can paint a picture without soiling your smock.
Yeah, so, Sander Cohen really doesn't like people who don't know what his art is saying, I guess. So, I think I even try to get this one and I also fail. I'm really not good at these puzzles when it's... yeah. Yeah, some of these puzzles are really... It's the fact that it's a lot faster, and I think once the liquid pops in... once the liquid pops into one of the tubes, you can't change that tube at that point. Like, you have to commit. So, yeah. I think that's the whole reason why I have so much trouble with hacking stuff in the later areas. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this part. I think I just kind of wander around for the rest of this. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna see if I can like find... Oh, I think I go back up to Sander Cohen's room and kind of investigate, because I wasn't allowed to go in there before. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys that, and then that's pretty much going to be it. So I'm going to see if I can find that little sister before I start the next part. And yeah, we'll go from there. And that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
I could have been the talks of Broadway, the talk of Hollywood, but instead I followed you to this soggy bucket. When you needed my starlight, I illuminated you. But now I'm locked, waiting for an audience that doesn't ever come. I'm writing something for you, Andrew Ryan. It's a requiem